Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. It is just gone 4 minutes after 12 o'clock. And we're now going to be talking with Edris Khamissa. He is an international consultant in education and human development and also founding member of the National Alliance of Independent Schools Association. We're going to talk to him about something very interesting, and that is, of course, raising resilient children. And I think this discussion is so well timed now. We've just been, the matric results have just been published. There's a lot of jubilation, but I should imagine lots of disappointment as well. And where do parents fit into this whole picture? When, how can we start on the right footing way back, that when it's matric results time, we're going to be so positive that our children are going to come home with really good results, because we planted the shrubs or the sapling, and we made sure that it was upright throughout its growth. So let's welcome and hand over to dear brother Edris Khamissa. Assalamu alaikum to you. Welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So good to hear you and so good to engage with our very erudite listeners of Salam Media.
Alhamdulillah, and great to be talking with you as well. It's been a long time since you and I've actually, been on air. So wonderful to talk to you. Let's start off by first focusing on this community leaders and mentors workshop. I think this is in collaboration with OCAF South Africa.
Yes, it is. Let me tell you what has been the motivation. Amongst the many things that I do is that I engage with families, I engage with children, I engage with students, and I engage with everyone. And we are living at a time when our families are in serious crisis, a crisis that is really becoming unmanageable in many ways. Parents are raising their hands, kids are rebelling, and kids' behavior is manifesting in such un-Islamic tendencies that it is frightening. And I'm a person, and Islam is meant to give people hope. Firstly, we need to acknowledge that we have a crisis. Secondly, what do you do with the crisis? In Japanese, the word crisis is the word called kiki. And the second meaning of crisis is the opportunity. So we have an opportunity to confront that reality, to create a haven, a sanctuary, empower our children so that they are eloquent ambassadors for the deen of Islam. And the point that you made in your preamble, we want them to be resilient. And who must attend? Not only parents that are going through challenges, an ordinary parent, even his son or daughter could also attend, so that you could improve your skills. And there are many skills that we can hone, so that we can transform our places back home.
You come from a history, a very strong history in the education sector, and we will go into that area in a minute or two. But let's just focus for a minute on the OCAF's South Africa's Community Leaders and Mentors Workshop. And of course, it's really about effective parenting in this day and age. How can parents become great mentors to their children and then great community leaders as well?
I think there are many things that can be done. Firstly, for any parent to have an impact, he mustn't have an issue of credibility with his own children. There mustn't be a discrepancy between who he is at home and who he is in the world outside the home. The important aspect is that he must connect with his children emotionally and spiritually. He must be a model worthy to be emulated. And also, for example, to ensure that children do things at home, household chores, pick up after them, whatever they have left on the floor, whatever, so that they would learn to contribute to the household and also grow into self-disciplined individuals. And the point of it all is this, that if you look at the reality of our youth, many of them have become passive receptacles, number one. Secondly, the important thing is this, we become spectators in our own life, and we are not there up front being the role model. And there are many, many things that can be done. We need to encourage our children to become avid readers, to know the Quran, to know the life of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, for them to engage with a wider community. And in that way, once you do so, it will make a huge, huge difference. And I think there are many things that can be done. Three fundamental things that I would encourage is for them to have, firstly, a daily routine, a weekly routine, to have family goals and family values, and also to ensure there are particular things in the home that can bind them together. And you find that, while in many cases we look at our homes, there's much to be desired, at the same token, there are still some homes, really, some homes where the parents have been incredible examples, because children mimic their behavior, they support their parents, they do voluntary work, and they get involved with the organization. So they make them realize that it's important to play a particular role. In the end, my beloved sister, what do you want? You want children that when you are in the twilight years of your life, to be there for you. You want your children, when you're dead and gone, to pray for you, to shed tears, to do things on your behalf. That's what we need to do. I think that's very, very critical. And once you have those kind of children, inshallah, that would be your Jannah. Because it's so very easy to be seduced by this world. It's so
Absolutely.
easy to be seduced by the glitterati of this world,
Idris, I must really commend OCAR South Africa. In the past, I remember that all of their workshops and all the initiatives that they undertook was really targeted at big business, corporates, etc. And it's really encouraging to see that they're now going to grassroots levels as well, because that's where it all starts from, doesn't it? Right from grassroots. So I think really commend them for going this route, and I'm sure this is not the first and the only initiative that they are promoting. I know there may have been very many in the past which I have probably missed out on, but let's talk about your collaboration with OCAF, and then also from your international work in education and human development. What do you believe are the parenting challenges most common today, not only locally but globally?
I think, yes, I also agree, OCAF, kudos to them. We cannot thank them enough for this. In fact, they approached me, and on that day, inshallah, each attendee will be given a workbook and with the reading material. So this has been done professionally. If you look at the global challenges, I think there are a few. I would name you 5 challenges. Number one, we find that parents themselves lead such stressful lives that they have little or no connection with their own family. There is a disconnect. The second challenge is parents either have blind faith in the children, and as a result of that blind faith, children can manipulate them. The other thing is this, there is a huge gap, a huge generation gap between parents and the children. The fourth thing that is also important, which is also very, very critical, instead of doing things with our children, we give them things. And that's a big difference. And the last thing is this, in giving our children what we did not have, we forgotten to give them what we had. And the overarching thing is this, children want to grow up in a happy home. When children do not grow up in a happy home, what happens? They tend to rebel. They tend to seek comfort support from outside the home. So that is among the many, many challenges that are happening globally.
Okay, and I think that you've mentioned something very critical, and that is when children don't find the warmth and the love and the connection in the home, they'll go outside of the home, and Allah only knows what horrors they will be met with, and that's when and how our children go off the path. But let me ask you to please just be patient with us. We need to take an ad break, and when we come back, we will continue this discussion, inshallah, for at least the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
You South African, of course. You anxious about the future. We've got you covered. Build on your wealth portfolio with Rendry Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange. Visit us at 151 Stephen Dlamini Road, Musgrave, Durban, or call us on 031 202 4700 for more information. Rendry Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange, your passport to gold investment.
For the first time, I can dream again.
The Africa Muslims Agency Orphan Hope Program provides the food, clothing, and basic support needed by thousands of children across the world. Every child deserves a chance at a hopeful future.
For 15,000 rands, you can transform our lives with the AMA Orphan Hope Program.
Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Dad, these Frymax chips are so tasty.
Wow, that really takes me back. My dad bought me a Frymax chips every day after school. They were my favorite when I was your age as well. Quality is at the very heart of what we do, and that's why we ensure that every Frymax packet is filled with the beautiful goodness and flavor-packed taste that you've come to expect from us since 1982. Frymax, from generation to generation.
It's a new beginning. It's a new era. Salam Media, humanitarian journalism.
It is exactly 12:17. I am talking to Edris Khamissa. He is, of course, very, very sorry about that. I just thought I'd heard the phone going down. But Edris, are you still there? Edris,
Yes,
are you there?
I'm
Okay.
here.
All right, I thought I'd lost you. Edris Khamissa is here to talk to us about the initiative with OCAF South Africa, a program that's being held on a community leaders and mentors workshop. It's really about effective parenting in this day and age. Idris, just remind us when and where is this taking place and what are the costs involved?
It's taking place this Saturday, the 17th of January at 6. It's in Wendywood, right? In Wendywood. I'll give you the address now. And they can take my phone number down. And if they, it's 250 rand. If they cannot afford it, they'll be allowed in free, but they've got to communicate that with me. My number is 082 82
right.
51991, right? Okay. Now let me give you the exact address of the place, inshallah.
Okay, I've got the address here on the poster. It's, I think, number 8. I'm just trying to read it. It's a bit and I think it's number 6, Western Service Road, Wendywood.
Yeah, number 6, Western Service Road,
Okay.
yeah.
Is this at someone's home or is it in a community?
No.
Community hall.
Petrochem.
Petrochem. Okay. All right. So there you have the details. You can phone Idris directly if you want to make arrangements. His number is 082 825 1991. Is that the correct number that I've given out?
It is correct, yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue then, and let's talk about the principles, the core principles that you'll be sharing during this workshop. I know we've covered a lot already before the ad break, but the specifics that you're going to cover in this workshop.
Okay. There are 5 core things we're going to focus. Number 1, we'll focus on what makes a happy home, characteristics of a happy home. Secondly, what should be the attributes of a great father, attributes of a great mother. The other important aspect is what should be the attributes of young people. Then we'll speak about the psychological aspect of development. We need to look at that. And we're also going to focus on the idea of why we should pursue excellence, and also the Islamic principles of parenting and how we need to deal with the negative influences around us. So these are the very, very broad principles.
Okay.
And we're also going to speak about the digital age, and all of that. So it's up to date, it's comprehensive, it is relevant.
Are you going to be the co-presenter? Are they going to be?
No, I'll be the co-presenter, yeah.
Okay, so in your opinion, Idris, what role do you believe communication plays in building healthy parent-child relationships? And let's understand what is communication, because oftentimes I see it around me all of the time where one partner talks over the other partner or shuts the partner down. And this in the presence of their children and other people. What message is that giving out? So part 1, communication, how important is it? What is communication? And when partners, shut each other down, what message are we putting out there?
In fact, communication is one of the strongest pillars in a happy marriage. Now, communication does not involve only how to speak. It also involves how to listen. It also involves when to speak. It also involves what to say and what not to say. It is through communication we can either have a happy marriage or something that is negative. We learn the power of words. Words can either heal, or if they are snarling words, they could hurt people. Communication is important. The idea of shura, the idea of sharing ideas, the idea of expressing what's in your heart. These are fundamental things. And you find that in a home, when there is that kind of healthy conversation, you find often there is harmony, there is tranquility, there is reciprocal understanding, and also reciprocal love.
So, Idris, in your opinion, I mean, this is promoted as OCAF South Africa's Community Leaders and Mentors Workshop. But in the next part of the promotional poster is the effective parenting in this day and age. So who should be attending? When we look at the one part, it's community leaders and mentors. And then we also see it's targeted at parents, or rather that it's about effective parenting. Who should attend? Is there a specific age group? And what about community leaders? Let's assume there's this young community leader who's probably maybe 30 years old, not married. What will he or she gain from such a workshop?
He'll gain many, many things. You ask the question, who should attend? Any parent, any potential parent any young person, because in the end, it's about life and life reality. It's about how you connect with other people. It's about making people self-aware. So one of the topics we'll spend some time on is emotional intelligence. Being self-aware, how to manage your emotions, how to deal with criticism, how to deal with negativity. So it's relevant for everyone. It's from 9 to 4, and I'll be responding to all the questions there, inshallah. And I have no doubt, with an open mind, you come there to leave a far better person, a person empowered with the knowledge and skills, not only to make a personal transformation, but also, inshallah, to transform people around them.
Inshallah, Ameen. And of course, this is irrelevant of the age group that you fall into. You could be a grandparent or a new parent or not even a parent for that matter. But if you attend something, if you attend a course like this, it does open your mind. And like you indicated, you walk away with skills, you walk away with a possibly changed attitude. And I guess you're then going to be mindful about one of the things being communication. Let's wrap up and give us your final thoughts on parenting as a whole, because parenting is really about leadership, is it not, Idris? If you're a parent, you really are a leader of your children.
Yeah. You know, I always say, it's not so much who you want your children to be, but do they want to be you? So you have to be an inspiration for all of them, inshallah. And I'm saying this to you, not make assumptions that you're a great parent. It is how your kids perceive you. And remember this, they might be resenting you, but because of coercion, and they pretend, and you do not know what thoughts are being incubated. And suddenly you find when your child begins to speak, you get a shock. And the vitriol that comes out, you say, where did you learn all of this? But unbeknownst to you, you have been incubating a monster at home.
Sure. Food for thought, eh? Really lots to think about. And I hope and pray, inshallah, that a lot of people do respond, young, old, and even people who are not parents. But I think this would, in fact, benefit people, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a community leader, whether you're just an ordinary working class person. I think this sounds like something that's going to help you grow as a person, as a human being, and to make a positive difference. Idris, I'm going to just check my diary. Inshallah, if I'm available, I certainly will attend.
No, I look forward to it. Please promote it to everyone. You're most welcome. Eh?
Okay, can I just ask you one more question? What about people who aren't able to be there from 8:30 in the morning? Let's assume they can only be there at about 12 o'clock. Is it still worth their while to attend?
Yeah, it's still worth it. Whatever you can get, it's fine. But you got to make the booking, right? Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay,
Idris, nice talking to you. Look forward to seeing you. Keep well.
You too.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Okay, let me just give out those details once again. It's the OCAF South Africa Community Leaders and Mentors Workshop. It is being presented by Edris Khamissa, the gentleman that we just spoke to a few minutes ago. It's all about effective parenting in this day and age. And as you've picked up from the discussion, one of the big focus points will be communication. And if you are wanting to attend, call Idris on 082 825 1991. The entrance fee is $250. And I would say parents, husband and wives, and even if you can take your young teenagers and young adults along to a workshop such as this, will be very, very beneficial for the family unit as a whole. It's not only about family dynamics, it's about dynamics in any walk of life. And what I also want to say, and I'm sure Idris won't have an issue when I put this out, if you're a family of about 4 people and you feel that you're not won't be able to pay for each and everyone's entrance fee, just give Edris a call. Tell him we're a family of 4, but we will pay for 1 admission or 2 admissions, and he will be more than happy to accommodate you. Don't be shy. So this is a not to be missed workshop presented by Edris Khamissa in collaboration with OCAF South Africa, community leaders and mentors workshop. It's exactly 12:30 and we're going to move along onto our final interview of the morning.